guys all today? Today we are going to talk contour. So contour is like your best friend because it's like a push-up bra for your face. So if you jump on, please say hello. If you catch the replay, please say hey, hashtag replay. Let us know you're here so I can come answer any questions you might have. And so today we are going to talk about all the uses for this one little 10. So contour is like I was saying, the push-up bra for your face. So right now, on my face, I just have my main colors, right? I have my main highlight. I have my brightening highlight under my eyes through my T-zone to kind of wake it up. Not horrible, right? Could totally go to work like this, could totally be fine. But contour is so amazing because, and I didn't know this, before I found Saint, I had never used contour. Never tried, never, I was like, what is the purpose? Like, why do I want to put dark things on my face? And then I realized why. And so it is like giving your face a lift. It is going to, our faces are not flat naturally, right? We don't have just one color faces. That's why we keep on the blush. That's why we use different colors. So the thing with the contour is it is going to put back any of those natural shadows in your face that you would have anyway, right? Our faces are naturally have different colors in them, and the way that the light hits and reflects off your face is going to show with the contour. So we're going to put those shadows back. Now, you can contour in a lot of different ways. So I'm going to show you how I do it, and I'm going to give you some tips on different ways that it can be used, and then kind of just some key tips for contouring. So, like I said, everything goes on in one layer. So where I'm going to put my contour, I don't have any other colors yet because we just want to stick with the one layer. So I'm going to actually use, this is Indigo Contour. I'm going to use a little bit of a darker contour today just to kind of help you guys really see the difference. You can really use several different colors with contour. You have a little bit of play, kind of depending on if you want like a more subtle look or if you want a little bit more dramatic. I think contour, this one can go either way, even though it looks super dark in the 10. Once it blends in, it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to be using the Detail brush. I love this brush. It's my favorite brush. I use it for everything. It's just kind of my go-to brush for a lot of different things. And so I'm going to go in with that contour, and I'm going to start with my forehead. So I'm going to take kind of this fluffy end here, and I'm going to go into that contour, and I am going to actually kind of make this line in a triangle from like the high point of my eyebrows up to my forehead. So I'm going to kind of use my face as a roadmap. Like your face is going to be your roadmap for everything. All of these tips, you're going to use your own face because everybody's face is a little bit different. So if you look at mine and try to place it exactly where yours is, your eyebrows might be different, and you might want to change it up a little bit. But the kind of general idea is going to be the same. But I just use that high point, and I'm just going to take that contour and I'm going to kind of put it from that high point up. And you're like, girl, this is crazy. Right? So I'm going to create that V kind of down to that high point. And then what I'm actually going to do is I want the darkest part of my contour to be up here along my forehead. So I'm going to make that a little bit more dramatic there. And what I'm doing here is I'm framing my face, right? You can see we're right here. Hello. Thank you for jumping on. What you can see here is I put that brightening color right in there. And so by darkening out that kind of triangle, I'm zooming in on a key focus spot of my face, which is my eyes, right? So if I want to focus right into my eyes, that's the same thing with the brightener underneath, right? We're going to focus up into our eyes. So that's where we're going to put that contour, is on the outside of that kind of basic frame. And I want the, like I said, the main part of my contour, my darkest part of my contour, to be up along my hairline. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it kind of denser right there. In the fact that that's where I'm going to blend first. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it out and down. I want it up into that hairline, all the way into that hairline. And what's, again, that's going to do is it's going to create that shadow that's going to cause the focus to come down. And then I'm just going to blend down, and it's going to create almost a natural ombre look by having that darker color there, but it'll be a little bit lighter here as you spread out that color. And then if I want, I can just kind of blend in that brightening color a little bit in that same kind of triangle. So now I've brought my focus down to my eyes. The next thing I want to use my contour for is a push-up bra, right? So continuing that push-up bra. So what I want to do is, I've got cheeks for days, y'all. It doesn't necessarily look like it, but when I smile, like I got cheeks, and that's okay, right? I'm not trying to hide that, but I might want to slim up my face a little bit and make it look more youthful. Not that I'm old or anything, or not that anybody, you know, it just kind of helps give it that lift that our faces sometimes need. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to, again, use my face as my roadmap. I'm going to find that high point of my cheek, and I'm going to go right underneath of it. Now, here's a little bit of a trick. If you have kind of a bigger cheeks like I do, or bigger cheeks, and you kind of want to slim them down a little bit, not necessarily, oh, my face is fat, but in this way that it's like you want to add that definition in, right? I'm actually going to go more at an angle, not all the way down to like my lips, right? Kind of use your eye. So the center of your eye is where you're going to want your contour to stop. And if you want to kind of give your face a slimmer definition, you're going to want to go at more of an angle down. So what I like to do is I like to put it right there at that high point and kind of come down, and that's where my contour is going to go. Again, your face is your roadmap, and then kind of to the center of my eye. Now, if I already have kind of a narrow face and want to add cheek, I would go more straight across, right? Kind of to my nose instead of down, because if I go that way, it's going to give it the appearance of having more cheek. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of go in with this end here, and I'm going to go into that shallow right there, and I'm going to come down. Not a ton, about to where my eye is, right? Because I don't want to bring it too far down, because that'll make my face look sad. So I'm going to bring that in, and I'm wearing Sadie here on my cheeks. So like if you see this side, you can kind of see that natural shadow is already there because of the way the light is hitting me. That's kind of what I'm going for, is I'm going to recreate and redefine that natural shadow that if I was wearing a traditional foundation, it would have covered that up, right? All I would do is just put a foundation all over my face, and then those natural shadows are gone. So I'm losing that natural definition. So I'm going to take that, and I'm going to, even though I wanted to bring it down at that angle, to brush it up into that cheek color. And I'm just going to blend it. And look how much definition that just naturally makes my cheeks come up, which again is bringing attention to your eyes. And that's where we want our focus, right? Right on our eyes. It's kind of the highlight part of our face. Even though I'm currently not wearing any eyeshadow to accentuate it. See, so I've just given myself that natural definition. Even when I smile, my cheeks are still there. My cheeks aren't going anywhere, right? But when my face is there, it just kind of highlights that. And when I do smile, you still have that definition there. Love it. The next little use for our contour is going to be to continue to kind of define, right? So I'm going, okay. So what I'm going to do is get my earring out of the way, and I'm going to find right behind my ear at my jawline, and I'm going to go straight down that jaw, and then I'm going to go straight across underneath my jaw, right? Underneath, because we're trying to slim out our face and give it definition. So look at this side compared to this side. I haven't even blended it yet. But you can see that by adding that shadow in, it kind of streamlined everything and put it together and just slimmed that out, give that jaw more definition. And we're not trying to make it look like we've got super, super strong jaws. Like, I don't know, I think of like Gaston, right? I don't want to look like Gaston, but I want to chisel it out so that I still look just like it's slimming and that it's definition. Okay, and I'm going to come all the way to my chin. Now the thing is when I get to my chin, right, if I look up, I already naturally have a shadow there. So I don't need to put anything there. I'm actually going to just put a little bit right behind that natural shadow and just kind of bring it down just a little bit in that, right? So right along those kind of your neckline. And I'm not going to bring it down a ton. The idea of bringing it down a bit is just to blend in what I'm doing with my natural, the way my body naturally goes, to just continue to accentuate those natural pieces and to kind of streamline everything, right? Because if I'm like, oh, why is her neck like all of a sudden got different colors there? If you're really kind of playing it with that. And so what we're doing is just kind of blending it all in so it's all streamlined. But again, I'm giving it all that extra love and definition that we want there. So there's that, right? It's made a huge difference in the way that goes. The next piece, there are so many uses for contour. So the next piece I'm going to do is I'm going to do my nose. And what I like to do for my nose is I kind of like have started doing it last. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in again with that brush, fluffy into that brush, just lightly on just the edge of the brush. And I'm going to take that and I'm going to kind of find the sides of my nose and go right on the side of my nose. The other way I kind of like to do this is to take this brush and pinch it and just go right down. And you want these lines to be defined, but you also want them to be close together. Because if you put them wider apart, it's going to make your nose look wider. So, and you can see I'm going to put them right on both sides of my nose. And I'm going to kind of bring that up to that eyebrow a little bit, not a ton. And we're going to blend it all together. But what it's going to do is it's just going to bring that color in. And then if I could continue to not lose my perfector, that would be what I normally use for this. But I'm just going to kind of blend that down. But I want those lines to still be defined. I don't want to overblend. You don't want to underblend because then you'll have lines on your face. But you don't want to overblend because then it gets rid of those lines. And then what I'm going to do is I like to come in with my brightener. And I just take my pinky into that highlight, that brightening color. I'm going to bring it down from my forehead, down my nose. So it's going to keep those defining lines. And I'm just going to blend that in. If you're jumping on, say hello so we know you're here. Let me know, have you contoured before? What is your favorite thing if you have contoured? And if you haven't contoured, why not? Like, I know for me, I had never contoured before this makeup. Didn't understand the purpose. Now it's my best friend. So now I've got that kind of definition, thinned out my nose, right? I'm adding in those natural shadows. And I want those eyes to continue to pop. So I'm just going to blend that right into that side of my nose there. Okay, so now we're going to do a couple more kind of extra uses. So I absolutely love that our products are perfect for multi-use. So many things we can use our products for. So I'm going to come in here with this line brush. And really quickly, one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my eyebrow wax and I'm just going to spray my spoolie really quick. And then I'm just going to rub this in here. Get some of that wax on my spoolie. And I'm going to brush that up. And then I'm going to brush it over. Just kind of clean those up really quick. Up. Finally got my eyebrows taken care of after like months. So this is so much better to do. And over. And now that I have those kind of cleaned up, what I can do is I can go in and fill in anywhere I needed with my contour. I did. Finally. So much better. And so I'm going to go in with my line brush here. And I'm just going to go into that contour just a little tiny bit. And I can fill it in as needed. You can also use eyeshadow for this or a different, but just contour depending. You might not use the same one for your eyebrows as you do your face. But I just love that there are so many uses of it, right? So if I needed to fill in anything, if I wanted to bring those out just a little bit, right, so that they go to the edge of my eye, I can do that. I can just kind of, I've got pretty full brows as it is, but this line brush is perfect because I can just draw all those little lines in there, kind of brush it through, make it look pretty natural running through. That's awesome. I love that. Right? So just kind of put it through. So now I've used my contour for my right? I got my nose, my lips, or not my lips yet. I got my forehead, my eyebrows, my cheekbones, my nose, my jawline, and then I can do my lips. And then if I really wanted to, I could use this as an eyeshadow. There are so many uses for this one little 10, and even with that many uses, it still probably lasts me easily 6 to 9 months personally, and I use it. So I'm going to just put a little bit, continue on that line brush, and I'm just going to lightly go under, right? I'm going to look for a fuller lip today, so I'm going to line under my lip. Depending on what you're trying to do with your lips, you might go on your lip. But if I want a fuller lip look, I'm going to go on the top. Create a little definition on that little V there. But like, look how much bigger that side of my lip looks than that one. And I just used my contour and my brush. Like, look at that, is insane between that side and that side. Just gonna go like this, even those out, create the definition on that V. So, right all that definition, bam, huge lips now. And so I'm just going to go in. I'm going to grab whatever brush is quickest. This is right here. And I'm just going to blend that just a little bit because personally, I like a softer look. But with the cream contour, I can keep that definition. Blend that in. And now I've got these perfectly defined lips that I can come in and throw some color on. And I'm loving this spring combo right here, which is to go in on the inside, kind of like a light contour with Ruby. And then filling the rest of it in with Petal. So it's like an ombre lip. And if I really want it, I could pop some Glamazing right there in the middle. Bam. So now I've given myself fuller lips, definition, fixed my eyebrows, forehead, chips, cheeks, lips, jawline, everything with one little 10. And seriously, they last forever. So those are my contour tips and tricks and uses for you today. If you guys need a color match or have any questions, please let me know. I'm happy to help and get you one. I love it. I never thought I would contour, and then I found this product and I was like, where has contour been my whole life? So needed. So if you guys have any questions or want a color match so that you can snag your own, I'm happy to help get that for you. Otherwise, I will talk to you ladies later.